Hello, this is Rick with Edra Photography. I'm here in Pacific Beach at the Plaza Community Condos with the lagoon behind us. I'm here with Jeff Zelt. He's one of the local photographers here in San Diego that's worked with me in the past with wedding photo shoots. And I'd like to introduce you to Jeff.
Hi, Rick.
Hey, Jeff. Tell the viewers about yourself.
I've been in San Diego for about 30 years now. Beautiful place.
So where were you before you came down to San Diego?
I grew up in Colorado for the Rocky Mountains.
That's nice. Why did you come down to San Diego? I think it's better out there.
Well,
other than the beaches, you can't beat the beaches here in San Diego.
Can't beat the beaches. At the time, it was a financial thing.
Okay.
It was during the recession in the late 80s, so there was more opportunity out here, so I moved to San Diego. My sister was already out here, so that's why I chose here.
And so you've been here for 30 years now?
30 years.
Okay.
It's my home now.
This is home. So you're a big photography enthusiast.
Enthusiast. Not expert. I enjoy it. I don't consider myself an expert in anything, but I do okay.
You do good. He's been out with me on wedding photo shoots before, so he does pretty good. He's got some quality work, but he probably wants to get a little bit more experience out there as far as on a professional end side. But he does travel a lot, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I want to ask him a few questions as far as, so Jeff, how did you get interested in photography and why?
I've always enjoyed photography. For me, it's a way to share my own experiences with everybody else.
That's a good thing to do, because actually with Facebook and Instagram now, the main platforms out there is showing photography, photos, video, and that's one way to tell your story to other people.
Of course, back when I was starting, we had this thing called film.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you had to be more conservative about what you did. You have to be more selective about what you use, because when you buy your roll of film and you get it processed and get the prints back, then it can be maybe as much as $1 a print.
It's costly.
Digital is, once you got your equipment, you could take, the next picture costs you $0 to take.
Right. So you did shoot with film?
Yes.
Did you process it yourself, or did you have it sent out?
I took a class in developing black and white when I was in college, but
okay,
never did anything with it beyond that.
For myself, I never took any classes for photography in high school, college, or after. I learned most of my photography skills from hands-on, reading books, videos, talking to other photographers like you.
That's pretty much the same way that I've gone through mine too. Even though I took this photography class, I really didn't learn anything about photography itself or what made a good picture composition or any of that. So you learn by seeing what other people do. You look at books, you look at magazines, National Geographic.
That's a good place
see what you like,
to start. What
is interesting, what is a good picture to you, and then you can try to copy that. And then after you learn to copy people, then you try and look and see how you can do it a little bit differently.
That's a good way, and actually that brings up a good point. For the viewers out there, I've asked everyone to find a photographer that they can study and learn from, and it doesn't have to be one, it can be 2 or 3, and pick out, their best skills that they can offer you and blend that into your own. And actually doing your own thing combined with all the other photographers' information, you'll be really good, and you'll be different. And that's actually the key, is being different from all the other photographers. You don't want to be the same with the rest of the photographer groups. You want to stand out way out here.
It'll develop. Your own style will come eventually. But you learn by practicing copying everybody. You take a little bit but then when you make it, you take a little bit of this person's style, a little bit of this person's style with your own techniques and whatever equipment you may have available.
That's true.
And that's the way that you start to develop your own style.
Yeah, but even though you don't...
the way to learn is to see what they have done and try and copy how they do, so you learn how to do it.
Okay. Believe it or not, your cell phone
these days, this will do it.
It's smaller, it's light, it's easy to get to, and the settings are quick. And with the light changing quite rapidly,
amazing.
especially at sunrise and sunset, if you're using a light meter with a DSLR, you're going to have to change it every shot that you take.
They're amazing technology. They can make all the adjustments that you would need to make yourself.
Right.
We might discuss it later, but I've been making a calendar. I made a calendar this year, and I actually used my cell phone to take a couple pictures that are going to be in my calendar for this coming year.
Okay, you can point that out when we
'Cause
get
it did
to
as
your
good a job.
calendar. Definitely. I'm sure the viewers would be interested to hear about up and coming calendar that you're going to be bringing out for 2020.
I started doing a calendar just for family. My family is not young anymore and pretty much has everything that they need, so it's kind of hard to find gifts. So this is something that I can do. It's like when you're a kid, you make a basket or card or something for your mom. This is something that I can share what I do all year. I take my pictures and share the experiences that I had during the year, pick out my best pictures of that, and then I send them a calendar every year for Christmas present.
So since he's talking about calendars right now, I'm going to have him explain to you his 2019 calendar that he put together.
I used to do all local things. Again, to show where I live, and my sister used to live in San Diego, so she likes to be able to see the places that she also used to know.
So where's
And
your sister now?
She has moved to Texas.
So this is here in Mission Bay.
That's the speedboat races.
Speedboats. And
So-
this was where? In
That's
Old
in
Town?
Old Town. For me, the calendar is also an important exercise to go through and see all the things that you've done the past year and try and pick out what is your best stuff to see where you're really good. And they can,
And with Pacific Beach, he can just take his bike and 5 minutes he's there.
1 mile from the beach. That's why I like it here.
Fireworks, you love fireworks.
That was taken up actually from the balcony right behind us here. That's
Oh,
looking
really?
down at SeaWorld.
Okay.
So you don't have to go to a fancy place to shoot fireworks, as long as you got some good displays. From the zoo.
You love the
Again, I
zoo.
try to make it all local, but this is not local. This I actually took when I was on a trip to Iceland. But as long as it's a pretty picture,
Yeah, you'll post it on there.
that's some folks in Old Town,
Old Town.
Day of the Dead. So it's a chance to share, and it's also an exercise to try and go through and see what
Okay.
I have done and where things I've
So
been.
this is 2019's current version of his calendar. He's putting out one for 2020.
Which I'll have by the beginning of October. I should be getting my ones back this year for this one.
So if you're interested, contact Jeff. I'll have his information if you'd like to order one. If you're not on Facebook, on SoCal Photography, he has occasionally posted some of his photos that will be on the 2020 calendar. So you'll be able to get a sneak peek of that.
Or just look for Jeffry Zelt on Facebook too. I have him on my own page too, besides the Southern
Okay.
Cal Photo Group.